Hi guys, I'm ExactChaos and welcome back to another episode of Project Hospital. In the last episode we undertook whatever one of these, this was, what was this? This was kind of epidemic outbreak or something, okay? We managed that very poorly, and still I don't quite know what happened and what we were supposed to be doing. Apparently there was a lot of people that came here and that we needed to pass through the ER. That didn't happen, and so we failed it. So what I did is I expanded the ER doctor's rooms a little bit, and you would recall we had a bit of an issue over here with staff, patient not being accessible to patients. That kind of just went away as it moved on into the next day. So that's the situation. So we will continue to see how this goes. I also added a few more people to work the stat lab. So the stat lab, you will see, is now fully used. So this the ER is fully staffed with all the spots we can is now staffed. So so we'll go on. We'll work it through the night, see how we go. I think we're kind of efficient. We also moved the common room over here, so there is a little bit more room for radiology equipment should we need it. But for now, I think we're fine. 2 X-rays, CT, angiograph, and MRI seems to be sufficient. We will see if we need an extra CT or something, but I think we're okay for now. I haven't seen the wait for those be too extreme. It's fairly dirty. Our janitors are struggling to get everything cleaned. Wow, it's pretty full. This is okay. If we go upstairs, this is fairly empty, all of this. This is pretty full. And that is not full at all. Okay, so who's collapsing over here? So heart failure, but we know all of this. So why would be the reason you are having heart failure if we have already treated you? Have we treated you? Cardiovascular surgery. Yeah, done. Done. You've had a number of surgeries already. So I don't quite know. Okay, well let's keep an eye. See what people are doing over here. Doing the defibrillation and all of that. Will you be moved to ICU? Yeah, going to ICU. And I don't know, there's no other symptoms here that would constitute you being in heart failure. What happened? Oh, we treated 90% of patients. Excellent. So that's the last one. Hang on. Reach 90% prestige. Oh, that's the last one, I believe. Yeah. Reach 90% prestige at the end of the day. So then we've completed all of this apart from that one. So that would be the last one for us to get. Pretty good, actually. Pretty good. If we could get 90% prestige, but I'm not sure we can. We are. I mean, that is 4.5 stars. And yesterday we had 83 actually. So we're not too far off. If we can get the place a little cleaner, probably work well. So what I'm going to do in this episode, I'm going to try and run the final one, which I can't remember again what that was. It was a natural disaster. We'll try and run the natural disaster. Hopefully those patients will arrive in ambulance and not try and get through here. So we're geared out. We can accommodate a few number of people arriving through the ambulance. What's happening with you? Idle in bed. What's happening? Oh, you're just being treated. You need to go to internal medicine though. Interesting. We've got all your symptoms, so they can easily go ahead and treat you with antibiotics. Okay, well that's fine. You should be easily be able to treat you. Clean up. These areas are looking pretty good. This area, well, are there enough staff here? Let's quickly have a look at general medicine. Yeah, I believe that's okay. Daytime, nighttime. Okay, and internal medicine. Yeah, that's 3. At night, during the day. Yeah, well, there's a lot of doctors around here. There's a fair number of patients. Okay, let's quickly go upstairs, have a quick look at our neurology department over here. One doctor, that's pretty good. That's all okay. Janitors, we could probably use another one. And if we go to orthopedics, only 2 janitors over here, huh? That's an interesting one. Okay, 1 doctor. The lab is 1 spot working at night. Very limited stuff going on over here. That is fine. There's lots of bed space, but we don't really use all of that. Yeah, so there seems to be a good mix, a good number that you can use in terms of bed space, but I'm not sure what that number is just yet. These that I've got here is way too much. You don't need all of that, but maybe you need like 10 as a maximum, and probably around 8 HDUs and 10, something like that. How many do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's 11. Yeah, so we've got 15 in here. It's probably 5 too much. We probably don't need all of that. Potentially we can just take out all of those middle pieces over there, and these guys are full kind of most of the time. 6, 7 is probably what we need in these facilities. Okay, depending on what's the emergency and stuff happening over there. Let's see what's going on. Can you be moved to a bed at some point? What's wrong with, what is this? Shameless. It's likely to reveal delicate symptoms. Okay. Oh, I see. That's interesting. So they're saying what people are in certain circumstances might be afraid to say certain things because of how they feel about it. Can we treat this guy? Why is this all that's happening over here? Can we just get some antibiotics for this guy, please? So that we can at least start treating these issues. Yeah, absolutely. Excellent. Someone's coming in over here. What's happening? 6 hidden symptoms, and they're pretty bad. The person had a stroke, and I'm hoping you're not going to immediately start. So in terms of a stroke, I would imagine that we would do an angiography. So we'll do physical examination, angiography, blurred vision. Okay. Let's start with those 2 for now. Shall we do a blood draw? I don't think a blood draw is going to reveal much for us, but it could. And we'll do speech listening. So let's do those. Let's start with that. Okay, so physical examination proved headache, numbness. Angiography, there you go. I'm going to quickly check what's happening with that. Are you going to add some symptoms here? Nothing from angiography. Well, let's do blood pressure and blood draw as well then. What's going on with this person? When you do the fast, you should find out what's wrong. So let's just make sure you do the fast as well. Let's go back to this guy. Richard, what's happening with you? Blood pressure management. So where are you? Oh, they put you in a bed over here. No longer in trauma care, huh? It's interesting how it works, is it? Hypertension. Nice, we found one. There's still some other symptoms here, so there's still a blood draw. Well, let's do whatever we can at least to find those symptoms. This person, we found out what is wrong and going for whatever you need. This is the new one, just come in. Symptoms aren't bad, so I believe if we do physical examination and upper body x-ray, that should be fine. Let's go back to this person and see what we can do here. Coming back in for trauma care, is it? Okay, blood draw is underway. I'm hoping the blood draw can happen pretty quickly. And I want to start making our way into this. Okay, so you've been moved to cardiology, and there's still a hidden symptom there that we need to find out about. So I would imagine that you would do the echo as well, please. Basic. Oh, there we go. What brought this symptom? The blood test says elevated LDL. So diet modification is a requirement over here. Is there still a flashing hidden symptom? So it seems like we're treating this fairly well now. You are getting that, and you're getting the antihypertensive medication. So that means I think we should get you under control. So cholesterol is as well an issue. Okay, well let's move on and let's see the natural disaster. So let's see what this is, and we'll try and solve it. Breaking news: significant floods have left many people without access to electricity and supplies, as well as causing a number of casualties. Hospitals should prepare for a large number of various illnesses and the influx of wounded patients. And that's okay. So now we've got 6 people that we need to deal with. And the question is, are they coming in? Yes, they're coming in via ambulance. Cure patients. Oh, so we only have 5 patients, it seems. So what is this? Patricia Rodriguez. She's one of the patients that we have to clear. She had cardiac arrest, unstoppable bleeding. Wow, that's, well, immediately do pressure bandage, guys, immediately. So make your way into pressure bandage, do physical examination, heart monitoring, and then fast, please. And what I'll do is I'll try and keep this patient under my care. Okay, then we've got the next patient over here. This is Patricia Moore. She's also going to be under my care. We have a good idea of what's going on over here. Complicated fracture of the femur. So I think in order to solve this, we need to do some... she's got a hemorrhage, emergency care. So let's do emergency care, anti-hemorrhagics, and pressure bandage, please, straight away. Then we'll do a physical examination and a lower limb x-ray. Okay, let's go back over here and see what's happening. So heart monitoring, so we've got blood loss. So probably need to get blood transfusion going as well. Heart monitoring, irregular heartbeat, beta blockers, and there's still an extra hidden symptom over there that we need to try and find. Favorite patient is collapsing. We're working on it. We are working on it. So what does that mean? Defibrillation. That hidden symptom. We need to find that hidden symptom. Who's this? Frank King is also in part of this. Doesn't have any severe things over here. I'm not going to put him in my care. I'm going to leave him to the doctors. So doctors, you guys keep going with that. Let's see what's going on over here. I think we've managed to solve most of this. So actually, let's get out of that. I just want to keep an eye on this patient over here. Okay, so new patient over here. Let's have a look. Karen Lee. She's one of the ones that we need to deal with as well. She's got some symptoms here. Nothing too serious, it seems. So let's get physical examination going. I would imagine blood draw, biopsy, and urine sampling also. And maybe abdominal palpitation. Yeah, that could give us something, I think. Okay, let's do that. Where are you going? You're going straight to ICU now. Can we please keep checking what that is? How will we find out what that is? Should we do a USG? Doesn't seem like we can, but maybe the fast should find it. Patient is collapsing. Kate Moore. Why? Oh, is this a new patient? Kate Moore. This is someone different. Okay, so there's still some. Oh, that's in the reception actually. Okay, so you've got thoracic aortic aneurysm, angina, and okay. So what we need to do is we definitely need to do some blood pressure management and angiography Probably a good idea. Definitely a physical examination, and maybe a CRP. Okay, so I'll leave you to the doctors, but there's a string of stuff that they can do to find these symptoms. I want to keep an eye on Patricia here. Who's new over here? Lisa King. She's on this list as well. Okay, there's some serious stuff going on over here. CSF leak. Cerebral fluid leaking out of their nose or ear due to a defect in their skull. There's an hemorrhage, unconsciousness. My goodness, this is crazy. Penetrating trauma to the head. And a craniotomy might be required, but we need to understand what is going on. Is there anything? Yeah, I'm not too sure what we should be doing in this case. So let's leave it to the doctors to have a look at what's going on. They're immediately going to start solving those things, and then I would seizures have finished for Patricia Rodriguez. Let's quickly have a look. We found out what's going on over here. So the other one is a chest injury. No. Traumatic cardiac arrest. So the USG found that. So cardiovascular surgery should be immediately implemented over there, and I believe we should get you underway now. Respiratory failure. So you're on artificial ventilation, correct? You're not. Well, let's get you onto the ventilation straight away. Those two I think are fine. That's not going to cause anything. So artificial ventilation, and we'll get you to surgery straight away. I hope we can get you sorted fairly quickly. Going straight into surgery. That's pretty good. Over here, there's still some hidden symptoms that we need to find. Shall we do a CT and a EEG? And a physical examination? Do we need ECG? Doesn't look like it. It's head trauma. So let's make sure we get that done. Also, then Patricia, are you undergoing surgery? Yes, you're undergoing surgery at the moment. Actually, so we've sorted out that problem. Patricia's cured. Nice, Patricia. Thank you. You'll hopefully we'll get you out of the way. Excellent. Frank King, how are you doing? Everything seems to be okay. Lower limb X-ray has given us the fractured tibia. So you should just then be fractured leg surgery, please. Ooh, why not? Anti-hemorrhagics. Can we move you to... What? Wrong button. No. They should ask. Damn it. We were doing so well. My goodness. I can't believe it. Crap. That's not good. I didn't want to send him away. I want to move him to the department where they can actually get that done. I can't believe it. And that's for a leg surgery. Can you believe it? I'm appalled at what just happened here. Appalled. Can you believe it? Well, I want to do that again. Let's see how this is doing while we have a few more minutes left in this episode. I want to do all of these things. I want to be able to get all of those done. Okay. Monitored patient is collapsing. Well, we can at least have a look at what's going on over here. So still none of these other things have been done. There's a coma. So this is my problem with these things. So they go straight for the surgery instead of checking the other symptoms. And even though I said there's more examinations to be done, they just go straight for the surgery. So maybe what you need to do is, well, on the other hand, those are pretty serious things. So not going for the surgery is a problem also. But yes, so fair enough. We'll continue to monitor this. So you should now actually be fine, right? There's another hidden symptom, blood draw. Blood draw. I am pretty sure what that is. That's the fight or flight thing. And how do we find that out? Well, let's do an urgent echo as well. But that's something. My goodness. Another patient is collapsing. Let's have a look over here. Assuming you've just arrived. So there's a variety of things that could be wrong with you. You've got respiratory failure. So let's do TC hospitalization and we'll get artificial ventilation going on. At the same time, we are going to want to look at probably maybe blood pressure. Actually, vein thrombosis, angiography, I think, is what we're going to need for you. Looks like it's the one. There's so much you can do, huh? And I don't know why. Sometimes you can and sometimes you can't, and I don't understand why that is, to be honest. Where is the angiography? There it is. Let's do the angiography. Let's do at least physical examination as well, so we can start seeing what's going on. Urgent echo was done, and we still haven't found that problem. So let's have a look at blood pressure as well. At least in IC. Aha! We found it. Unstable blood pressure. So IV infusion. Well, let's do that. That's an interesting one. It's not at all what I thought was the case. Select department and send. Okay, scheduled procedures are finished. The patient is waiting for you to plan another treatment or send them home. For now, you can just be monitored, please. We can just monitor you. That's all. You're treated, so I don't get what's the issue. Unless we need to. Oh, we still need to do some emergency care. So let's do some emergency care and finish off all of these things. That's fine. With all of that now done, when can we actually send you home? You're cured. A monitored patient is collapsing. We'll have a look at that now. But honestly, you should be fine. We should be able to. Is all of this just suppressed? Can we move you to a department? No, apparently we cannot. What's going on with Lisa? Oh, did we find anything else? A head injury. Physical examination found a head injury. But there's still a ton of other stuff that you need to be doing. So just do the other stuff. What's the head injury like? A bandage. Are we going to put a bandage on it? Patient died? See, we just can't get through this quick enough. So the problem is, if you're not in trauma care, you should actually take control of these patients, keep them in trauma care until you can find out what's going on. This patient has got some problems as well. Blood test is underway. Maybe an ECG is also a good idea for us at this point. We need to find out what's going on over here, and we need the nitrates to be given. So give you the nitrates at the same time. Now you're probably moving up to cardiology. What's happening with you? I don't know why you are still in this department, to be honest. So have we suppressed this, or have we cleared it up? Or okay, so let's start treating some of these things. So that one, and antidiarrheals, I don't think that's a necessary one at the moment. I think that's okay. Let's start treating some of these things. So we'll get some of these symptoms sorted out. Monitored patient is collapsing. Yes, there's a few things we need to do, and I don't quite get how we're gonna get to find that, because you're not actually doing the stuff that I'm asking you to do. Unless, you know what, unless the thing is, you just need to sort it out so that the patient is controlled by you. So let's do this. We've got a few more minutes. What I'm going to do is let's take on this patient completely. We'll control everything that happens with this patient. So do the physical examination, please. And then what are we doing? Seems like a heart type thing. So let's do a blood pressure management as well. Physical examination, what are we getting? Pale skin, and then cyanosis. Both of these are not a big deal. Can blood pressure management get us something else? Oops, pause. Okay. Ooh, respiratory failure. Okay, hang on. What? Just like that? My goodness. Oh my goodness. That's just way too quick. A long wait for a CT. Are we giving you the... Oh, you're still in... See, this is an interesting one. Potentially we don't need to get this done. What's going on at the CT though? Do we know the queue at the CT? Can we in some way or instance or shape know the queue at the CT? Does not seem to be the case. Patricia Jones. I think that's the one that's coming in now, right? Oh, CT is over... No, that's X-ray. I don't know. There you go. Patricia, get your CT done. Let's see if we can find that final one. But otherwise... no, so CT didn't find anything. So forget about that. Let's get you hospitalized. Let's get you to the... Can't be changed when patient's still being transported and collapsing and stabilizing. Okay, fine. Well, what we can do is we can at least start your treatment. Well, we can't. We need to move you to a different one. Okay, now you are being moved and you will get that stuff done straight away, and we can get you some other stuff to get your discomfort down a little bit. Perfect. Okay. This guy? This guy's been in the emergency department for forever. Instead of actually going to a department where they should be treating you, we're just treating you straight away in emergency. Does that mean you're almost better or is just suppressed? Well, let's transfer you to internal medicine at least. Internal medicine should have a bed for you, right? There you go, internal medicine. Good stuff. Okay, quite interesting. What we'll do is tomorrow we'll try it again. Or in the next episode, what we'll do is we will try it again. How's our prestige looking? Not good. Not good. And we had so many people die today due to me not knowing how to properly care for them. This patient should be doing well. Patricia Rodriguez should really be doing well at the moment. How do we know if it's cured or just suppressed? That's the piece that all of this is suppressed. That's the one that I still wonder about. How do we actually know if you're done? I don't know. Maybe we just remove from control and then controlled by the doctors. So now the doctor can have a look. I think everything is under control and the doctor can make the call as to when this patient should be released. Okay, well, slowly starting to get the hang of it, but I think controlling the patient from start to finish is probably the right thing to do if you really want to do it. But you need to find that balance between treating and diagnosing, because if you keep if you treat too quickly, then the hidden symptoms kind of come back and bite you. And if you keep going with diagnosis for too long to find all the hidden symptoms, the active symptom is something that can actually kill you, the one that you know about, or the hidden one, by the way. But then, diagnosis is still the right thing to do. Okay, guys, so thanks so much for watching. We will try these emergencies again. I will continue this series until I've done all the emergencies. So we'll keep trying and failing and trying and failing until we get it at success. And then we will finish this series. I'm really enjoying this game. There's a few things that I think I still need to kind of learn, and that's about a bit more with regards to patient management and so on. But generally quite good. I like it. I think there's stuff that's out of your control and stuff that's in your control. But yeah, still need to figure all those things out. If you've liked it, tell me that in the comments down below. Hit the like button, and I will see you next time. Bye bye.